Welcome to Kung Fu Epic number 2. This is part 2 of Roe Vs Wade. And I can probably do a whole saga of this because I have class in like a few minutes. No. But I want you guys to understand something, man. I mean, honestly, truly to God, you need to understand this really bad situation. Roe versus Wade is not a joke. Roe versus Wade is very important. And we all need to get our shit together. Because I can tell you right now, you will have a moment in life that will either make you or break you. And it will totally define who you are, as a person. And you're going to need to know that the shoe can always be put on the other foot. And when that happens, are you going to make the hard call? Are you going to be able to make the hard call when it's someone you know? When it's your wife, when it's your daughter, when it's your girlfriend, when it's somebody that had no choice, alright? I don't know why I put these on. I'm supposed to be reading this book. So last night, the presidential debate, this big cluster fucking debacle, is why we're here right now. I am not impressed with our president. Biden held up pretty good, but he was crumbling. But see, I really wasn't voting for either one of these motherfuckers. But, my vote for Biden's already in. This isn't about Biden. This is about our president's candidates that he wants in the Supreme Court to turn Roe v. Wade. Well, he fails to understand that he has 2 daughters and granddaughters. What happens when something happens to them? Is this what it takes for the laws to change? Oh, well, your granddaughter was raped by this black dude. Your granddaughter was raped by this Asian dude. Your granddaughter was raped by this white dude. No matter what the scenario is, she pops up pregnant. She doesn't want the baby. She didn't ask for the baby. She didn't lay there. She fought as best she could. It was hard to fight when somebody's got a knife to your neck. It's hard to fight when somebody has a gun to your fucking head. The back of your head, and they're taking it from behind doggy style. But they have a gun to your head. You're the victim here. So let's say that happens to any woman on the planet. Any woman. And you're going to tell me you're okay with them being forced to first have sex against their will. To second, have to carry this asshole's baby for 9 months. 9 months. Think about you being a woman and having a dude who you politely told, not interested, not interested, not interested, I'm not interested. Every time you see him, I'm not interested, I'm not interested. So one night, this motherfucker's been stalking you for like 15 days, 15 weeks, 15 minutes, 15 seconds. He's walked all the routes you walk. Every time you see him, you're a woman. You're not living in paranoid fear because you're not thinking, oh, this asshole's a rapist. No, you're not thinking like that because most people don't look at men and say right off the back, this motherfucker's a rapist. He's going to rape me tonight. No one thinks that shit. No one. No rape victim ever thinks that she's going to be raped until the shit starts happening. No one does that. Even men who get raped don't think that they're going to be raped until the shit happens. They don't think that shit. They're saying, I'm never going to get raped. I'm not going to get raped. Nothing's ever going to happen to me. And women pretty much walk down the street the same way. I'm wearing my nice business suit. I'm made up to look good before I go to work so that people won't think that I'm just some trashy looking girl off the road. I go home and let my hair down. I'm back to normal. No makeup. I'm good. Go out to the store. No makeup. I'm good. But not one time when this woman goes to the store does she think, hey, people may think I look good without my makeup. People may attempt to rape me or attack me. Women probably don't think like that shit at all. Men don't think like that at all. No one walks out every day super paranoid thinking, oh, I'm going to get raped today. No one thinks like that. Which is generally how people wind up getting raped. I'm always thinking that I'm going to get jumped. Literally. I walk everywhere thinking, well, today's the day, but I'm ready because I know how to fight. I do kung fu, and even so, I can still get my ass beat. Let's live in reality. It's going to take a little bit of work for them, but I live in reality. Because if I can see you coming, I got a fighting chance. If I can't see you coming, I still got a fighting chance because of my training, but that doesn't mean that it can't happen. Because the most unexpected attack is the surprise attack. Alright? So, you're a beautiful young woman. It doesn't matter what your ethnicity is. You're walking home. Home 2 miles from a party. You're a little tipsy. That asshole that's been following you for 15 days, 15 minutes, 15 hours, 15 seconds, 15 years has finally found his opening. You're right next to home. Or even worse, because this has also happened, it's on news all the time, where someone follows their expected victim all the way home and rapes them in their home. That's the worst part. The rape is the worst part. But what really comes, which actually, no, rape is just the beginning of the worst part. What comes after that is this whole Roe Vs Wade bullshit where, oh, I don't think that you were raped. I don't think you have the right to not carry this rapist's baby to trial. You're going to have to take this baby because in all the 50 states we have decided that even if you're raped by your sick, psychotic grandfather, or your uncle, or your own daddy, you're going to carry that fucking baby because we fucking said so. So for any of you women out here who think I'm bullshitting, go ask a rape victim. Ask one of your friends. Because, most women keep this shit a secret. Most women, if they've been raped and they didn't file a report, and they have a baby, and you don't know who the daddy is, it's probably a rape baby. And they probably kept that shit a secret because of shame. They probably kept that shit a secret because, oh, well, nobody believed them because maybe they have a history of telling lies. Which a lot of reasons why rape victims don't come forward is because other women who have a history of lying on men and saying that they were raped, fuck it up for actual rape victims. And if you also have a bad reputation, it doesn't mean that you don't have the right to file a rape charge. It's just that people aren't going to believe you if you have a loose reputation for fucking. Doesn't mean you couldn't have been a rape victim. And that's the thing about how the way the world looks at women. And this is why I say, for all of you assholes who don't believe that Roe versus Wade needs to stay on the table, because just in case one of your daughters, or your granddaughters, or your great-granddaughters, or your mother, or your grandmother is raped, but yet y'all want to throw this shit away. Y'all literally want to say, we don't give a flying fuck about women. We don't care if they get raped. We don't care if they have to carry a rape baby who's coming into this world innocent, but not innocent because the baby shouldn't exist. I'm sorry, it shouldn't have existed. The woman didn't ask for the baby. The woman didn't ask to get raped on a rainy night when she's walking home. Little rain getting in her eyes, she can't see. Boom! Cold cocked in the back. Now she has a baby. She didn't ask for it. She was a virgin. She was saving herself for marriage. She was a Catholic. She was a Baptist. She was Presbyterian. She was a Buddhist. She was a Shaolin monk. This can happen to anybody. Get that straight. No. Well, the pregnancy part can't happen to men, but men get raped too. But here's the thing. It can happen to anybody. Why do you think it is right for us to tell a woman, hey bitch, you're going to have this baby. Whether you want to or not, you're going to have this baby. Oh, you think you're going to go to the state next door? You think you're going to go from Virginia to West Virginia and have this abortion? No, we're going to make sure that you can't do that in any fucking state. So let me ask you motherfuckers that are writing these bills that are preventing women from having abortions, especially in the case of rape or incest. A lot of women would never think that, hey, I took a shower, came down the steps, boom, my daddy attacked me from the back. No woman's expecting that shit. Went over to my crazy uncle's house because I'm hanging with his daughter, my cousin. He doesn't fuck with her, but I'm not going to tell her that her daddy stole my virginity when I was 4. No one's thinking that shit. I'm going out with my aunt, or here's a better one, because this clearly probably has happened. I got to babysit. I'm 16. My aunt is like 29. But, we kind of grew up together. I'm still a virgin. Her and her boyfriend's going out. But something goes wrong. And she has to go to the hospital. Boyfriend sneaks back to her house. Rapes the daughter. Rapes the cousin. Rapes whatever. She doesn't tell anybody because she's scared. Nobody's going to believe her because she has a reputation for being a little hot in the ass. But now she's pregnant. Nobody knows who the baby is. The boyfriend knows who the baby is because he's the one that did it. So when the baby comes out looking like her cousin, the mom gets suspicious, like, the fuck? But she doesn't take it out on the boyfriend. Oh, she takes it out on a 16-year-old cousin. Why were you fucking my man? Why was you fucking my man? How'd this happen? So she breaks down, no, I didn't fuck your man. I got raped by your man. And maybe if you'd have kept a better eye on the motherfucker, shit wouldn't have happened. I'd still been a virgin. But nobody looks at it from that side. They just want to blame the girl, And hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the girl was fucking the boyfriend. Never know. But in any case, what if it's you, this legislator guy? I'm gonna sign this bill into effect. And what if the day you sign that bill into effect, your daughter gets raped by your best friend, by a co-worker, by a police officer? Don't think that this shit can't happen. By a construction worker down the street who's been cleaning and going up and down poles, but every time he comes near your house, he takes that extra 5 minutes to look into your daughter's window because your daughter has her window open. Like mine. So, from the park, you can probably see me when I get naked up in this motherfucker. Because I don't ever close that damn curtain. I'll never close that curtain. I don't give a flying fuck if somebody sees me naked. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't care. But I'm not a woman. No one's looking at me. No, I have nothing impressive for anybody to see. So if I'm naked in my room, hey, knock yourself the fuck out. I'm not famous yet, but hey, if you take pictures of me and I get naked and I get famous, okay, we're good with that. Sex tapes have built careers. Now, all jokes aside, if I was a woman, that curtain wouldn't be open. The window wouldn't be open. Because I know that there are people out there who are going to want to see a naked woman versus a naked man. Even women like looking at naked women. Men, we like looking at naked women. We don't really care too much about looking at naked men unless you're in the LGBTQ plus community. But even they're not going to go around raping women. It's been very rare cases where a lesbian has raped another woman. It's been very rare cases where a homosexual man has raped a straight man. There's been very, very rare cases, not counting prison. But in that being said, so I can end this because in 15 minutes I have class. That being said, let's say you are writing this legislation bill and you are a woman. 2 weeks down the road, you get raped. 2 weeks down the road from that, you find out you're pregnant. 2 weeks down the road, what happened was the full story comes out. There's a serial rapist on the loose in your town. He just happened to find your house by fucking accident. You and your husband are having a good time, and he busts up in there, has a gun to your husband's head. Boom! Shoots him. Doesn't kill him. Doesn't shoot him in the head. He wings him in the arm. Wings him in the leg so that he can't prevent what he's about to do to you. So now, he done tied some plates on your husband's chest. Told him if he moves, he's going to kill you and your husband and the baby. But worse than that, he's going to rape you in front of your husband, who has been shot twice. Once in the femur and once in the upper shoulder. His body parts are hanging on by threads, by the way. And you're being raped. 2 weeks before that, you just signed this motherfucking anti-abortion bill. Is that running through your head while you're having someone else's dick jammed inside your vagina? Because it should be. Because you're damn sure going to get pregnant by this motherfucker. Because as Murphy Law would have it, you and your husband couldn't have kids. Maybe it's because your husband was sterile. And he just didn't know it. But this motherfucker rapes you. Your husband goes to the hospital. You go get a rape kit. He's left all kinds of sperm in you. And I don't know how they clean that shit out. But let's say they missed one. And you pop up pregnant. Do you carry this baby to term? Or do you have a fucking abortion? Because remember, you just signed that bill that does not allow women who are victims of rape, incest, or just needing abortion as a birth control to have that shit. Because you are so against Roe Vs Wade. Because generally people are against shit until they're the fucking victims of it. Try to remember that. Because if you're not the victim of this crime, you don't give a fuck. It's the same thing with racism. Most people don't give a flying fuck about racism until they are the fucking victim of it. If I walked around all day and called white people crackers, honkies, or whatever other racist derivative, white people would probably be pretty mad if I said, hey, what's up, cracker? If white people walked around all day and said, hey, what's up, chief, or what's up, nigger, or what's up, wetback, what's up, gook, what's up, slope, I'm pretty sure that they would all get pretty mad and be trying to execute a motherfucker. You know? So, like I said, most people don't give a flying fuck about racism until they are the victim of that shit. Rape is a whole nother ball game. Understand that rape can't be undone. Anything that comes out your mouth, you can't take it back. But rape, specifically, you can't undo that shit. Now, you can say you sorry for saying shit, like that racist shit that I just came out my mouth with. You can say, I'm sorry to a white person, to a black person, to an Asian person. You can say you're sorry all day. Do you mean it? Probably not. Probably so. But if you really meant it, you probably wouldn't have called the white person a cracker or a honky. You probably wouldn't have called the black person a darky or a nigger. You probably wouldn't have called an Asian person a wetback or a slant eye or a gook. You probably wouldn't have said that if you didn't mean it at some point at some time. But like I said, no one gives a shit about racism until you are the victim of that shit. Or you know someone close, like family, that's been the victim of that shit. But ask yourself, let me sign this into law. No woman can get an abortion. Rather, she's been raped by a stranger, her crazy uncle, her damn daddy, her stepdaddy, her aunt's boyfriend, her big brother, her little brother. Oh, I'm just going to keep going down this list. I'm going to make sure that no woman on earth can get an abortion, even if she's raped. No woman on earth can get an abortion in the United States of America, even if she's raped. And you know why these motherfuckers signed that shit into law? It's because they don't know the victims. They don't know rape victims. If they knew rape victims, Roe Vs Wade would not even be a fucking thing. No one would be like, let's go sign against Roe Vs Wade. And for any woman, I'm going to end this right now. And I don't give a flying fuck if I never get any female support for this, but I'm going to say this shit. And I'm going to piss off a bunch of fucking women who are down with getting rid of Roe v. Wade. Because you bitches, that's right, I called it exactly like, you bitches either don't know rape victims or don't give a fuck. And you haven't been a rape victim. Because you have been blessed by the good Lord above to say, hey, I walk down the street in my miniskirt and nothing's ever happened to me. There's a reason for that. You've been fucking blessed. You haven't been on somebody's radar. But those hot girls who aren't really hot in the ass, they just look hot in the ass. Those fast girls that aren't really hot in the ass, they just look beautiful, and motherfuckers decided, hey, I'm going to take that pussy. You don't know them. You don't care them. Because they look a little bit prettier than you. So they've been the victims of these heinous, awful ass crimes. But you're going to sign this shit. So any woman who is for getting rid of Roe versus Wade, you're a dumb bitch. I'm sorry. You are a dumb bitch. And I pray, and I mean this lovingly, I pray to God that nothing ever happens to your daughters, your sisters, your mothers, your grandmothers, or none of that shit. Because you, women who signed this thing, oh, well, I'm pro-life. I'm pro-life. Most people are pro-life. But rape victims didn't get a choice. Rape victims did not ask to be raped. Keep that shit in mind when you're going down the line. I'm in Virginia. So, nope. All of the Virginia commentary, we're going to make sure that abortion's illegal. Even in the case of rape or incest. Because a lot of our people are going to just be using this shit as birth control. They make the Plan B pill for a reason. They make birth control pills for a reason. But nobody on earth walks around with the Plan B every day thinking, I'm going to walk outside. I got my B+ breasts. I'm going to wear my nice black dress and my mini skirt or whatever. And I'm going to walk home today from work. My car's been broke down for a couple of days, so I still have to adjust accordingly to go to work. But there's no way in hell I'm going to possibly walk home and get raped. No one thinks that shit. But it happens. So, if I've pissed off any of you ladies, I want you to think about that shit. Do you have a sister? How would you feel if your sister got raped and you had no choice but for her to carry this baby to term? Not just because of your religious family background, but because the law itself says, no bitch, you're going to have this baby. And I'm sorry for any woman that is offended by the word bitch. But I'm using that as an example because that's exactly what they're looking at you like when they are passing this Roe versus Wade throw it out the window thing, because they don't know victims. They don't know victims of rape. They don't know victims of, I came home from my high school and every day my stepfather's raping me. I tried to tell my dad, but my mom's got a restraining order, so my dad can't come see me. They don't know people like that. They don't know poor people. They don't know rape victims. They don't know rich rape victims. They don't give a flying fuck. And some of these people who are signing against this shit are fucking women. I'm a man. I'm all about the woman's choice. Because here's that thing. If I'm going to have sex with a woman and she decides at the last minute, no, we're not having sex. Cool. No glove, no love. She says, no, it's time to go. I'm going to be a little upset. Who wouldn't be? I'm already hot and ready to go. And she goes, no. Well, I have morals. She said no. But don't expect to cuddle up on me because I'm going to be pretty pissed off right now. You know, let's keep it real. I'm still going to be your boyfriend. But you said no. So I'm going to respect you because I love you. And I'm going to just roll on over and just say, all right, fuck it. As soon as you close your eyes, I'm heading for the bathroom. Taking my laptop. Porno, here we go. That's my solution. Is it everybody's solution? No, because some people don't respect women's choices and they will take that ass anyway. No. This is how unwanted babies happen. This is also how rape happens because no man really wakes up and says, you know, I'm going to be a rapist today. And if you are that man, you should probably go get some help before you actually act on those thoughts. But nobody that I've met in my life has ever said, I'm going to get up tomorrow and I'm going to go out and I'm going to rape 15 girls. All in 15 different cities, but I'm going to rape them. I don't know the traveling distance and how much gas money I'm going to have, but I'm going to go to 15 different women from each different ethnicity. I'm going to rape 2 black chicks, 2 Asian chicks. Well, probably better save that. I'm going to rape 5 black chicks, 5 white chicks, and 5 Asian chicks. That solves that right there. So we got 5 black chicks. I'm going to get this bitch with the dreadlocks. I'm going to get this bitch with the afro puffs. I'm going to get this chick with the afro. I'm going to get this chick in a miniskirt. I'm going to get that innocent chick over there who looks like she might be 10 years old. So that's 5 right there. Now I'm going to go into this white neighborhood. And I'm going to get that brunette, that blonde, that redhead, that multicolored hair chick, and that little tiny itty bitty little girl right there that's like maybe 4 years old. Now, I'm going to do that because I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be a serial fucking rapist. Then I'm going to go into Little China, Little Korea, Little Saigon, and I'm going to get every last one of those little Asian girls that I can find. I'm going to rape the fuck out of them. No man I know on this earth that I personally know has ever gotten up and said, hey Jay, tomorrow we're going out and become serial rapists. No, you're not. But this shit happens. And y'all want to consider getting rid of Roe v. Wade. I'll make a 3rd video after class. Be seeing ya.